See, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be feeding my Brazilian Rainbow Boa, who lives up there. But before we do that, just thought I'd share Bowie here, my jungle BCI. He's growing and is doing really well. So I just thought I'd just give you a little show of him, getting really strong. But he's a good looking dude. He's always curious about the lights. But I've been doing this since they were a tiny little baby, so they're pretty used to light for the most part. But they're always trying to go for it. Not like to attack it, but just curious, like, you know. But yeah, there you go. So it's Bowie here, Jungle Morph, Boa Constrictor Imperator. And yeah, he's doing really good. He is I've had him since July. So every week I forget how old they are. But he is, I would say he's about 7 months old roughly. Probably going on 8 months pretty soon. But his tail is really cool. Look how red that is. Mostly BCIs don't really have much red, but you can see that red. It's a lot of red for a BCI. So it could just be that he could be mixed with BCC, and BCC just stands for Boa Constrictor, which are your true red tail boa constrictors. So he could be mixed with BCC, and that could explain why he has that nice red tail. Usually it's pretty brown, and you can kind of see right here, like on this saddle, it's pretty brown. And as you get to the back part, it's more red. But yeah, so that's just something I thought was kind of cool that I've noticed with him. You know, so like I said, he's about that 7 month range, and I believe he's a Central American. So they also tend to be a little bit smaller than like your Colombians, or obviously your other BCCs. BCCs are going to be bigger than your BCIs typically, and also he's a male, so males are also smaller. Males aren't going to be as big. So, anyways. He should top out at maybe, I don't know, let's say like 6 feet max, 7 feet max probably. But I'm thinking more from the 6 feet range. But yeah, he's a really cool snake. Definitely one of my favorites. He's been good since I first had him. A little nervous, I would say. Sometimes he gets a little nervous, but he calms right down. So he's a good boy. I like him a lot. Bowie. So yeah, boas are just so awesome. They're just like my favorite snakes. It's because they grow slow. They're really easy to take care of, and they reach an impressive size, but they don't get like too big. Like say like a retic or a Burmese python. Those are gonna get way bigger. So once again, they get an impressive size, and they grow slow. That's the coolest thing about them. It's not gonna wake up one day and you have a 7 foot snake. It takes them time to grow, and so you can grow them slow, which is what I do. I don't power feed them, and so they grow up nice and healthy, and pretty big. But anyway, so that does it with Bowie here. So we're gonna go ahead with the feeding, and so like I said, we're gonna be feeding my Brazilian Rainbow Boa, and so we'll start that now. Cool, so you just saw my boa eat. If you ever do decide to get a Brazilian, just know that you're probably gonna have to fish them out from their substrate because they like to burrow in their substrate. And I believe they do that just because the humidity, is just better in the substrate like that. So you'll find them there a lot. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Oh, I swear, sometimes like how Bowie will look at me, like he'll look at my hand. If my hand touches him, he doesn't expect it, his eyes will shift like quickly, and it's always fascinating. If you look really close, his eyes are just so dope. Man, beautiful snake. But yeah, so what was I gonna say? So yeah, with Brazilian Rainbow Boas, and you're feeding them, I always have to I would say 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, I have to fish Skittles out from her substrate, and then I'll find her. And then it's a little bit easier for me to feed her, knowing where she's at versus, completely not knowing where she's at and just trying to wave a defrosted rodent. I don't know, it could take you a lot longer. So just a heads up. But it's not too bad, I would say. Once she smells it, she definitely goes for it. She's a great eater. So yeah, no problems with that. Anyways, if you watch my channel, fam, you know we like to keep it positive here. So today's positive challenge of the day. Positive challenge of the day. So positive challenge of the day today is just to play a game with somebody. So that could be a board game, that could be a card game, that could even be a video game online. But just play somebody something, right? Play a game, some game, any game you want. But I figure, or I find that playing games definitely helps positively, or at least helps your mental. I know for me, if I'm having a stressful day, or it's been on one of those type of days, playing a game of some sort always kind of takes that edge off, And so I find that to be quite positive, and so that's why I want to share with you guys. So yeah, just play a game. That's the challenge of the day. Any game you want to play. In the comments below, let me know whatever game it was that you played, or whatever game that it is that you like to play. So that does it, fam. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, get more content, get more us. That's how we like to do it. Get to see the snakes all grow, which is pretty cool too. So especially if you're interested in getting a snake, you can kind of grow with mine and kind of get an idea as to what, you're typically going to be dealing with, right? And so far it's been an awesome experience. No complaints at all. And so my boy is getting pretty big. Anyways, like I said, that does it. We're gonna continue hanging out a little bit more. But yeah, we're gonna log off. Anyways, all right, fam, until next time, Blkhippiee out. Peace.